Wait for it. Wait for it. And... headshot! Haha! Wait. They're still coming. Okay. Don't panic. Knock another arrow and... yes! Another headshot! But they're still coming. How? How are they still coming? That was 2 headshots! Who keeps coming after 2 headshots? In Vanilla Morrowind, headshots are fairly difficult. You know, bows and arrows and all that. It's not quite as simple as just pointing and shooting. But even if you do land a headshot, there's no damage bonus for doing so. Morrowind isn't Fallout, and there is no locational bonus damage for hitting a target in a particular spot. All Morrowind has are critical hits, which are random at best, and sneak attacks, which give bonus attack damage, but rely solely on being undetected in stealth mode, which also isn't, an easy task. Actually hitting a target in the head, although difficult, gives you nothing. Or, at least, it did. For today's Mod of the Day is The Art of Archery, Deadly Headshots by Joseph McKean. A gameplay mod that adds locational damage to archery, and not just for headshots. Now, taking the time to aim and score a headshot actually means something, as headshots on opponents will deal up to 18.6 times the damage, enough to take out the average bandit in a single hit. Of course, if they're wearing armor, that damage bonus does go down quite a bit. Especially if they're wearing a heavy and, most importantly, closed metal helm, which can reduce the damage bonus of a headshot to basically 0. So, not only does locational damage play a role in archery, but so does the armor of a target. And headshots aren't the only place they can score some serious bonus damage, for you'll also get a bonus for hitting an opponent in the neck. Not as much as a headshot, mind you, but, enough to deal nearly 2 times the damage. Though again, that does depend on armor. But if you really want to hobble your opponents, aim for the knees and watch as their adventuring days are taken away from them. I guess they'll have to become a guard now, assuming they make it to retirement, which of course, they won't. Leave none alive! But in all seriousness, hitting targets in the knees can deal up to 5 times the damage, and will reduce movement speed. Though again, this does depend a bit on armor. If they're wearing greaves, they won't take as much damage. This is a really neat gameplay and immersion mod that adds a bit more skill and strategy to the game's archery mechanics, and rewards you for pulling off difficult shots. I mean, there's nothing quite as satisfying as landing a headshot that instantly knocks out your opponent. And the added realism of taking armor into account is just a really neat feature. This is pretty much just a must-have for marksman enthusiasts. But wait, that's not all, because we have one more mod for today's Mod of the Day. A handy little quality of life improvement that every marksman should have. For our second Mod of the Day today is Animated Aerodynamica by Pete the Goat. Now, I've been wanting to showcase this mod for ages, but you gotta admit, the title isn't exactly doing it any favors in terms of clickability. I mean, be honest, would you have clicked on a video called Animated Aerodynamica? No, of course not. Most of you clicked because you saw the name, Deadly Headshots. But Animated Aerodynamica is every bit as useful a tool for the marksman's arsenal, for it allows you to, get this, to knock an arrow without losing it. Basically, after notching an arrow, you can now hit the ready weapon key to denock that arrow, with a new animation, both for first person and third person, showing your character putting their bow down. This is a pretty huge improvement over the vanilla game, which famously did not have an option for denocking an arrow. After notching a projectile, you had to fire it, and in the vanilla game, that means you just lost the arrow. because it disappeared as soon as it hit something. It's not like today, you know, where you can just pick up the arrow that you just shot in the ground using a mod like Inward Shooter. In Vanilla Morrowind, you know, you didn't have that capability at all. I can't tell you how many arrows I've lost over the years just to notch in an arrow I didn't need and had the fire somewhere. It's probably in the hundreds, if not the thousands. I mean, it's been 22 years, or 21 years. It's been however long it's been. It also led to some just pretty awkward encounters, like say running into an unexpectedly friendly creature in a dungeon with a voice greeting, you know, the arrow already notched and ready to fire. It's like, don't mind me, just going to just quickly tend to the side here and just lose this arrow just randomly into the game world. What? No, I wasn't aiming at you. Perish the thought. You know, you're so paranoid. No, I would never dream of shooting you. But now you've got a better option with this simple animated gameplay feature. And yes, technically the Morrowind code patch did implement this gameplay feature first. You know, the ability to knock arrows. But it wasn't animated, so you know, it still showed you just firing an invisible arrow off somewhere into the environment. Pete the Goat's animated arrow denocker is a simply wonderful, immersive quality of life improvement that every archer and marksman should be using. And combined with the auto archery, deadly headshots, this is just a fantastic pair of mods for Morrowind's archery gameplay mechanics. But that's it for our mods today. So, as always, I've been your host, Golfguy. Thanks for watching, stay safe, stay healthy, happy modding, and I'll see you all next time.